Back to VA Memorial Stadium for the final game of day 3, as this is an elimination contest in the tournament, as Oakland City University will face Shawnee State for the second time. They defeated Oakland City the first time around yesterday, and Oakland City ended up run ruling Brescia in the second game, while in the first game today, it was Indiana University Southeast punching their ticket to the championship as they run ruled Shawnee State 11-1. So the thing about this game, though, is tonight, and I had a long conversation with new Commissioner T. Ray Fletcher of the conference, and he said that Indiana University Southeast is the regular season champion, and by the bylaws, the runner-up team would then also get an NAIA direct tournament berth. So the winner of this game between Oakland City University and Shawnee State will receive an automatic bid to the NAIA National Tournament. Our starting lineups for Shawnee State: Eli Jones will lead off and play center field. Zach Gasper bats second and is in right field. Diego Mendoza catches and hits third. And it is Bison Arthur, the DH, in the cleanup spot. Then Jack Amos in left field. It is Jace Parnon, the second baseman. Following that, Larry Drake, the shortstop, bats seventh. Mason Reed at third base hitting eighth, and Nolan Austin at first base bats ninth. Trevor Allier is on the bump for Shawnee State. For Oakland City University, leading off and playing shortstop is Simon Gaines. Batting second, Charlie Hoffman, the designated hitter. Eric Correa bats third, is in right field, and Naz Bergen, the center fielder, will bat cleanup. Then it's the first baseman, Jake Winsenreed. Oliver Hamilton, the catcher, will follow him. Marcus Arocho at third base batting seventh. Bryce Humphrey, the left fielder, hitting eighth. And Mason Simon at second base will hit ninth. On the bump for Oakland City University in this game will be Dicky Gonzalez. As we look at Dicky's statistics for the year, Dickey is 3-1 with a 3.38 ERA. His seventh appearance, his second start. He has a save, 13 and a third innings, 13 hits, 5 runs, 5 earned runs. Has struck out 9, walked 4, 2 doubles, no triples, 2 homers, 50 at bats. The opponent's hitting .260 against him with 1 wild pitch and 2 hit batters. The Baby Blues, the Mighty Oaks, are on the field and warming up as we hit Shawnee State. It will be Eli Jones, the center fielder, to lead things off. Zach Gasper in right field will bat second. And Diego Mendoza, the River State Conference Player of the Year, will hit third. Shawnee State as a team is hitting at .325, opponents at .287. They have hit 66 home runs on the year. The journey in the tournament. Thursday, it was Indiana University Southeast over IU Kokomo, 6-3. Oakland City edged Brescia 3-2, and it was Shawnee State shutting out Midway 3-0. On Friday, Brescia came from behind and defeated Kokomo 12-9. Indiana University Southeast downing Midway 11-4, and Shawnee State bested Oakland City University 9-1. Today, IUS blasted Shawnee State 11-1 in 7 innings, and it was Oakland City downing Brescia by the same score, 11-1, but it took 8 innings. As Eli Jones will step in, and we'll get the show on the road just a little bit before 7 o'clock. And that is inside, going to roll to the Backstop, 1 ball and no strikes. Eli Jones, a junior from Cincinnati, Ohio, and that's a strike. Jones hitting at .406, no homers and 25 runs batted in. He is a speedster. No balls, 1 strike. That's going to just miss and make it 2-1. 2 balls and 1 strike. Still a chilly day here. That's low and it's 3-1. 3 balls and 1 strike. Wind to 3-1. And that is ball 4. So the leadoff man is on for Shawnee State. And with nobody out, that's going to bring Zach Gaspar to the plate. A graduate student from Strongsville, Ohio. So Gaspar at .248. 4 homers, 21 runs batted in, and that is a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. Jones, as I said, has a lot of speed. Strike on the outside corner. 1-1 the count. Jones with 10 stolen bases. 2 balls and a strike to Gaspar. Diego Mendoza's on deck. No score, we are just underway. The winner of this game in the championship. That's a strike. And the winner of this game also getting an automatic berth in the NAIA National Tournament, with Indiana University Southeast winning the regular season title. 2-2. Foul down the first base line. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Nobody out top half of the first. Fouled out of play, and it stays at 2-2. Oakland City defensively, Jake Winsenreed at first. Mason Simon, the second baseman. Simon gains the shortstop, and Marcus Arocho at third. Bryce Humphrey, the left fielder, Naz Bergen at center, Eric Correa in right, Oliver Hamilton behind the plate, and Dickie Gonzalez on the bump, and that just misses. It is 3-2. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Gonzalez from the stretch. Foul down the left field side. Ben Jones, 10 stolen bases on first base. Bat goes. They get 1. They get 2. And that is a double play. A 1-6-3 double play. Little degree of difficulty added to that as Gaspar's bat and the ball both went back, and the bat was literally sheared in 2. Diego Mendoza will come up. That bat kicked off right on the end, and the barrel of it went straight toward the pitcher. Want to see this? Look at this bat. That just shattered in his hands. They threw it to second, then to first, and there's 2 out as Diego Mendoza hits that one, and Gonzalez takes it, and that quickly is all for the Bears in the first inning. No runs, no hits, no errors with a double play. Nobody left on base. 1 half inning played here in day 3, game 3, with the score Shawnee State 0 and Oakland City coming to bat. You are watching the Rivers State Conference Baseball Championships at VA Memorial Stadium in Chillicothe, Ohio, on the Rivers State Conference Championship Network.
Is like a family. It's really a relaxed atmosphere for being on a college campus.
I just fell right in love with the campus. Everybody was so welcoming and so kind. You get the type of attention that you need. It's very easy to make friends.
A very affordable university for me. I'm debt-free once I graduate, and that makes me a lot more excited about my future.
It all began in 1937. A vision to start something different, something better. A college athletics association where competition wasn't just about the scoreboard, but about character, growth, and rising together. From that first tip-off, the NAIA has grown in size and in spirit. In the way we play, the way we lead. Make athletics greater than a game.
This is college athletics the way it was meant to be. This is the right way to play.
Back at Chillicothe, there is your starting pitcher tonight, Trevor Aldier, who is a junior. As we look at the statistics, he is 0-1 with a 3.91 ERA. 13th appearance, his first start. He has 3 saves, 23 innings pitched, 22 hits, 12 runs, 10 of them earned. Has struck out 28, walked 12, 3 doubles, no triples, 2 home runs, 85 at bats. The opposition hitting .259 against him with 3 wild pitches and 3 hit batters. And coming up for Oakland City, here in the bottom half of the first, it'll be Simon Gaines, the shortstop, Charlie Hoffman, the DH, and Eric Correa, the right fielder. Out of Orleans, Indiana. He is a sophomore, transfer from Wabash Valley College. Simon hitting at .315 with 7 homers and 35 runs batted in. That is a strike. Big base hit in the game against Brescia. Tripled in the 6th at Bronner, 3. Down the left field line. That's a base hit for Simon Gaines. He's heading towards second base. Head first slide. He's in there. Simon Gaines rips one down the left field line. And the Oaks get off to a good start here in the first inning. Charlie Hoffman, a freshman out of Evansville Modern Day High School, is up next. Leading the team and hitting at .395. 51 hits, 129 at bats, 38 runs scored, 2 homers, 22 runs batted in. Nobody out, and a runner in scoring position. Swing and a miss, no balls, and 1 strike. Glad you're along with us. The 9th game of the Rivers State Conference Tournament. That's in the turf. Championship will start tomorrow at 11 a.m. Indiana University Southeast versus the winner of this game. That's inside. 2 balls and a strike. If IUS wins the first game, they would win the title. Low and outside, 3-1. If either Oakland City or Shawnee State wins that first game, there would be a game 2 played at 3 p.m. And that would be the championship. 3-1 to Hoffman. That is a way up in the air. And the left fielder comes in and makes the play. And that is 1 out. That was a good play by Jack Amos. 1 out for Eric Correa. Correa, the right fielder. .331 with 7 homers and 41 runs batted in. Correa, a junior from St. Cloud, Florida. And that's another sky ball. It's not going to get out of the infield. Drake, the shortstop, will catch that for the second out. Now that's going to leave it up to Naz Bergen, the center fielder. One of the seniors set a single season record for home runs with 16 for the Oaks. Alia to pitch. That gets away from the catcher, Diego Mendoza, and Simon Gaines goes to third. So a runner at third with 2 down. And it's 1 ball and no strikes to Naz Bergen. Fouled out of play. Evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Jake Winsenreed, the first baseman, is on deck. That's in the dirt. Did he go around? Nope. He did not. 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. High, and it's 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike. Ball 4, and the Oaks have them on the corners. Collier's first walk. Bergen at first. Simon Gaines is at third, and Jake Winsenreed, the first baseman, comes in. Jake, a senior from McCordsville, Indiana, out of Lawrence North High School, and a transfer from the University of Southern Indiana. Drilled foul and out of play. Winsenreed's been hitting a lot of atom balls lately. He's been barreling up pretty good, but hitting it right at people. Still at .328. Once again, 4 homers, 25 runs batted in. The 0-1 up the middle. Shortstop gets it, throws it away, and it's 1-0. Winsenreed is on at first base. Bergen at second base. Simon Gaines scores, and the Mighty Oaks have drawn first blood here in Game 3. Oliver Hamilton starts out now, heading to the plate. Did an outstanding job behind the plate, truly a glue guy on this Oakland City team at .273. 5 homers, and 29 runs batted in. Right center. And that is caught. That was a doggone good catch by Gaspar, the right fielder. Otherwise, there would have been a couple of more runs scored. But in the inning, the Oaks do draw first blood, as that is 1 run on 2 hits, 1 Shawnee State error, and 2 left on base. 1 inning in the books here in the game to decide who's going to get an automatic berth to the NAIA tournament. It is Oakland City 1, Shawnee State nothing. You are watching the River State Conference Baseball Championship from VA Memorial Stadium in Chillicothe, Ohio, on the River State Conference Championship Network.
At Ryle, we believe your education should be personal, affordable, and full of possibilities. Here, you're part of a community that supports your success in the classroom and beyond. And now, there's even more to be a part of, with new traditions and new energy taking shape.
I want to invite you to see what's possible when you learn at a place where everyone knows your name and cares about your future. At Rio, it's all about you, your goals, your journey, and your success, and we can't wait to be a part of your story.
Back at Chillicothe, Dickie Gonzalez throwing the ball there. Oliver Hamilton throwing it down. Dickie Gonzalez, 1 inning, 15 pitches. No hits, no runs, no strikeouts, 1 walk, and 3 batters faced. Bison Arthur's going to start things off for the Bears here in the top half of the second inning. That is inside. Arthur, a junior out of Westerville, Ohio. Arthur at .326, 7 homers, 44 runs batted in. That is foul. Down the third base line. Now this is the final year Shawnee State will be in this tournament, as they're going NCAA next year, Division II. As Gonzalez winds, pitches, a rusty gate swing. It's 1-2. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Gonzalez winds to the 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Hamilton throws to first to record it. And there's 1 gone in the second inning. First strikeout of the ball game for Gonzalez. That'll bring up Jack Amos, a junior out of Wintersville, Ohio. And that is drilled foul. Amos at .354, 11 home runs and 46 runs batted in. Shawnee State hitting at .325 as a team. Off-speed pitch hits the outside corner, and that's a strike, and it's 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes. That's going to go back to the backstop. It's 1-2. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Wide to the 1-2 pitch. That's a little low, 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The pitcher, Dicky Gonzalez, a senior from Toa Baja, Puerto Rico. That is hit to Winston Reed. He says, I got it. He steps on the bag, and there's 2 outs. 2 up, 2 down. Jace Parton, the second baseman, up now. 2 up and 2 down. Parton, a senior from Fort Wayne, Indiana. A pitch from Gonzalez, and that is dumped into center field. Correa's there. Gonzalez is looking good so far, and through that inning, the Bears down 1-2-3. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We have played 1.5 with this score. Oakland City University 1 and Shawnee State nothing. You're watching the River State Conference Baseball Championships from the VA Memorial Stadium in Chillicothe, Ohio on the River State Conference Championship Network.
Fueled by a passion for sports, dreaming of turning it into a career, Midway University has the playbook to help you achieve that dream, and our online programs are a key part of that winning formula. Whether coaching, managing events, overseeing venues, or excelling in marketing, Midway offers several degree programs to help you score big in the sports industry. Enroll now and kickstart your journey to an exciting career in sports. Find out more at midway.edu/winning.
It all began in 1937. A vision to start something different, something better. A college athletics association where competition wasn't just about the scoreboard, but about character, growth, and rising together. From that first tip-off, the NAIA has grown in size and in spirit. In the way we play, the way we lead. Make athletics greater than a game.
This is college athletics the way it was meant to be. This is the right way to play.
Back in Chillicothe, bottom half of the second, 7, 8, and 9 for Oakland City University. Marcus Arocho, the third baseman, Bryce Humphrey, the left fielder, and Mason Simon, the second baseman. And the Oaks lead it 1-0. Ollier, 1 inning, 16 pitches, 2 hits, a run, an earned run, no strikeouts, a walk, 6 batters faced. The first pitch to Arocho is a strike. No balls and 1 strike from Arecibo, Puerto Rico. That is outside and evens the count at 1-1. Marcus at 281. 6 home runs and 43 runs batted in. That is outside, 2-1. 2 balls and 1 strike. Two one from Ollier. Inside, 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike, and they walk him. Arocho's got good speed. That's hit off the fist. Second baseman Parton will take it for out number 1. 1 up, 1 down in the Oaks second inning as Bryce Humphrey, the left fielder, is the hitter. Humphrey stands in. A senior from Evansville Modern Day High School, coming from Wabash Valley College and McKendree University. Strike, it is 0-1. No balls and 1 strike. That's a strike, and it's 0-2 as Ollier's throwing darts here in the second inning. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That is the first strikeout for Allier. As Mason Simon getting this start with Dickie Gonzalez pitching. Mason Simon, a senior out of Evansville Central High School. Hits that to short. And that is 6-3 on the out. Drake on Nolan Austin. And Allier gets the Oaks 1-2-3 in the second. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We played 2 complete here in Chillicothe with the score Oakland City University 1 and Shawnee State nothing. You're watching the River State Conference Baseball Championship from the VA Memorial Stadium in Chillicothe, Ohio on the River State Conference Championship Network.
Is like a family. It's really a relaxed atmosphere for being on a college campus.
I just fell right in love with the campus. Everybody was so welcoming and so kind. You get the type of attention that you need. It's very easy to make friends.
A very affordable university for me. I'm debt-free once I graduate, and that makes me a lot more excited about my future.
At Ryle, we believe your education should be personal, affordable, and full of possibilities. Here, you're part of a community that supports your success in the classroom and beyond. And now, there's even more to be a part of, with new traditions and new energy taking shape.
I want to invite you to see what's possible when you learn at a place where everyone knows your name and cares about your future. At Rio, it's all about you, your goals, your journey, and your success. And we can't wait to be a part of your story.
Back at VA Memorial Stadium, Dickie Gonzalez back out, 2 innings, 25 pitches, no hits, 1 strikeout, 1 walk, 6 batters faced, 7, 8, and 9. Starting with the shortstop, Larry Drake. Line from Gonzalez, and that is inside. Larry Drake, a junior out of Spring, Texas. 293, 7 homers, 37 runs batted in. Oh, that just misses. 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. Top half of the third. Three and 0. Outside. 3 balls, no strikes. Strike on the inside corner, 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike. That is ball 4. Second walk for Gonzalez. Mason Reed, the third baseman, is next. A senior from Simi Valley, California. He is a right-handed batter. Keeps it in front of him. Hamilton does, and in doing so, keeps Drake at first base. Reed hitting at .233 with 4 homers, 22 runs batted in. Squares around to bunt. That's low, it's 2-0. Gonzalez having a little trouble finding the strike zone here with the top half of the third. Squares around to bunt. That's 3-0 as he misses low again. He's missing low. 1-0. Oakland City, a run of the first, has the lead. But the Bears having a little bit of a threat going here, the top half of the third. Squares around the bunt. Not this time. That's a strike. 3 balls and 1 strike. Reed trying to get The runner Drake moved over. That's fouled off, and it's 3-2. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Nolan Austin on deck. That's a strike, and you can ring up Mr. Reed. Second strikeout for Gonzalez. Nolan Austin, the first baseman. Austin, a redshirt junior from Kamloops, British Columbia. 319 with 7 homers, 27 runs batted in. That's inside, 1 ball and no strikes. Want to know the count. A strike, it evens the count at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Strike on the inside corner, 1-2. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's a 1-2. And that hit him. So Austin will head down to first base. No hits yet for the Bears. But 2 walks and a hit batter as Drake moves to second base with 1 out. We go back to the top of the order. And Eli Jones. Ouch. You see that? Right about the funny bone. And I tell you what, if you get hit there, there is nothing funny about it. Jones walked his first time up. And is outside. It looks like a tight strike zone for this ball game tonight. Eli Jones from Cincinnati, Ohio, a junior. Just misses outside. It's 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. The stretch and the 2-0 pitch from Gonzalez. Strike on the outside corner, 2-1. Two balls and 1 strike. Strike again. 2-2, and it evens the count. Gonzalez the stretch. And the 2-2. That's close. 3-2. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Drake at second base. Nolan Austin is at first base. 1 out. At a 3-ball, 2-strike count to the leadoff man, Eli Jones. Ring him up. Ring him up. Yeah, you don't get to go to first on that. And that is strike 3. Jones would disagree a little bit. But that is the 3rd strikeout for Gonzalez, so runners stay at first and second. And Zach Gasper, who hit into a 1-6-3 double play, will come up for the 2nd time. Gonzalez trying to worm out of trouble here in the top half of the 3rd. Gonzalez from the stretch of the pitch. And Hamilton keeps it in front of him. Everybody stays where they're supposed to. 1 ball and no strikes. Zach Gasper, a graduate student from Strongsville, Ohio. .248 is his average as that is fouled, and it's 1-1. 1 ball and 1 strike. We had a walk, then a strikeout, then a hit batter, then a strikeout. 1-1. That just misses on the outside part of the plate, and it's 2-2 when Gonzalez is missing. He is not missing by very much. Here's the stretch and the 2-1 pitch. Foul down the first baseline. A battle of titans here. And probability that one of these teams, not two, will make it to the national tournament. Both well deserving. Shawnee 31-16 overall. Oakland City 38-12. That's full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Well, a wide one would load the bases, and a strike 3 would end the inning. This is on the edge of your chair stuff here tonight. Ball 4, the bases are loaded. Third walk for Gonzalez. Gasper at first. Austin is at second. Larry Drake is at third. And you don't get much bigger than this. Diego Mendoza is coming to the plate now. Fifth-year player out of Carolina, Puerto Rico, the River State Conference Player of the Year. 385, 13 homers, 66 runs batted in. Time is called, and Andy Lasher just made a quick alteration, and he got done what he wanted to. I think he altered where the infielders were playing just a little bit. Wide the pitch from Gonzalez. Inside. Umpire consistent, but this is a tight strike zone tonight. Wide the 1-0. A one hopper to Gonzalez. He's going to underhand it to Winston Reed. Woo, man, what an inning. As the Bears leave, the bases loaded. No runs, no hits, no errors, with 2 walks and a hit batter, 3 left on base, 2.5 played in day 3, game 3, an elimination game, and the winner a ticket to the NAIA National Tournament. 1-0 Mighty Oaks. You're watching the River State Conference Baseball Championship at VA Memorial Stadium in Chillicothe, Ohio, on the River State Conference Championship Network.
At Oakland City University, baseball isn't just a game, it's a tradition. Built on grit, determination, and a relentless drive to win, this is where hard work meets opportunity and teammates become family. Compete at a high level while earning your degree and building your future. If you're ready to compete, to grow, and to leave your mark, come join OCU and the many athletes who have built their legacies here.
Your future isn't just something you planned, it's something you build. Get a real Indiana University degree at a smart price. Choose from career-ready programs and gain real-world experience right here at home. Indiana University Southeast, the smart choice for a strong future.
Back at Chillicothe, home half of the third, top of the order for the Oaks. As we look at Ollier, 2 innings pitched, 25 pitches, 2 hits, a run, an earned run, 1 strikeout, 1 walk, and 9 batters faced. It will be Simon Gaines, followed by Charlie Hoffman and Eric Correa. in what's been a battle that was up to expectations. Simon Gaines from Orleans, the shortstop. Ain't been much hits. 1 for the Oaks, 0 for the Bears. The pitch to Gaines, high and tight. 1-0. Simon Gaines, 56 hits, 178 at bats, 47 runs scored, 7 homers, and 35 runs batted in. That's into right. That's going to be punched in for a base hit. So the Oaks start off the inning with a hit is Charlie Hoffman, the River State Conference Freshman of the Year from Evansville Modern Day High School. Hoffman at .395, 2 homers, 22 runs batted in, 51 hits, 129 at bats, and 38 runs scored. Strike on the inside corner. You talk to Charlie, it's not like talking to a freshman. Second hit of the ball game for the Mighty Oaks. That is hit in the infield. First baseman Nolan Austin takes it for the first out. Eric Correa, 0 for will come up to the plate. He's 0 for 1. A junior from St. Cloud, Florida, out of Wabash Valley College. Will step in. That's outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Correa, .331, 49 hits, 148 at bats, 47 runs scored, 7 home runs, and 41 runs batted in. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 on as Simon Gaines is at first base. Naz Bergen is on deck. Strike on the outside corner. It is 1-2. Rosh's crowd here tonight. It's low outside. These guys pumped. 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ollier with the pitch, and that's drilled out of play. 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Back up the middle. Throw to second. They got him. 6-4, the fielder's choice. That was a bang, very close play. As Correa's on at first, Simon Gaines out at second for the second out of the inning. Naz Bergen walked in the first. Naz, a senior from Orensta, Aruba, the Kings Academy, Johnson University, Lindsey Wilson University, and Jackson State University. folks in Oakland City glad that he came and has played an excellent center field for the Oaks. Swing and a miss. He had that uppercut on that one. That one would have traveled the distance. But it's not going to be wind aided because the flag out in right center is absolutely limp, which to the people with blankets on them is good. That misses. 2 balls and a strike. Bergen back in the batter's box. A strike to even the count at 2-2. Deuce is wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Ollier has pitched well for Shawnee State. Gonzalez has pitched well for Oakland City. In the dirt, the throw to second. They got him. Correa thrown out trying to steal. In the inning for the Oaks, no runs, a hit, no errors. With the runner thrown out, nobody left on base. We've played 3 here in day 3, game 3. The winner, a ticket to the NAIA tournament and the championship tomorrow. 1-0 Oakland City. You're watching the River State Conference Baseball Championship from the VA Memorial Stadium in Chillicothe, Ohio on the River State Conference Championship Network. Bryson Arthur will kick-start the Bears in the 4th. Gonzalez, 3 innings, 54 pitches, no hits, no runs. 3 strikeouts, 3 walks, 12 batters faced. First one low and outside, 1 ball, no strike. Bryson Arthur struck out in the 2nd inning. Arthur, a junior of Westerville, Ohio. That one just misses low. Arthur at 326, 7 homers, 44 runs batted in. That's 3-0. 3 balls, no strikes. The pitcher, Dicky Gonzalez from Toa Baja, Puerto Rico. That's hit to second base. And that is to first base in time as Mason Simon throws to Jake Winsenreed. And that's 1 gone of the 4th as Jack Amos, who is 0 for 1, steps in as he bounced out to Winsenreed, unassisted in the 2nd. This misses outside, 1 ball and no strikes. Amos, a junior from Wintersville, Ohio. That is low, 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. Amos at 354, 11 homers, 46 runs batted in. Three and 0. A consistent but a tight strike zone. 3 balls and no strikes. Strike on the outside corner. The pitchers are doing a heck of a job with the tight strike zone. For 2 hits total so far, that's something. That's foul down the first base line. 1 gone in the 4th. Championship at 11 tomorrow. We'll be on the air a little before that, Levi and I. If IUS wins that, whichever the opponent is, whether it be Shawnee State or Oakland City, that is ball 4, so a 1-out walk. 4th walk for Gonzalez. If IUS wins the first game tomorrow, they are the River State Conference champions. But with the bylaws being as they are, they also won the regular season champion, so the winner of this game tonight, it is a winner-take-all, with the winner going to the NAIA National Tournament. Gonzalez the pitch. A strike to Parton, who flew out to Eric Correa in right field in the 2nd. Outside, Hamilton, a good stop. He's Parton, a senior out of Fort Wayne, Indiana. 387, 10 homers, 44 runs batted in. Strike on the inside corner. It's 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So far, a pitcher's duel between Gonzalez and Aldier. The pitch from Gonzalez, and that is outside, and it's 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two-two pitch. That's a base hit. That may tie the ball game. Correa has to go a long way. Coming toward home is Amos, and it's tied at 1. And Parton has a triple with 1 out. We're tied at 1, and a good chance to take the lead. If they can get Parton in, they would have the lead. Larry Drake, who walked in the 3rd inning, will step in as Hamilton will go out and have a quick word with Gonzalez. And Parton just went with the pitch, went the other way. That's a perfect piece of hitting by Parton as it brings the run in. As Hamilton, a good steadying influence. Larry Drake. Well, it's tied. That's the first hit of the ball game for Shawnee State. And it is 1-1. Swing and a miss. No balls and 1 strike to Drake. Drake, a junior out of Spring, Texas. .293, 7 homers, 37 runs batted in. It's a ball and a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. Base hit, and it's 2-1 Shawnee State. Parton scores from 3rd base. And the Bears have their first lead of the game. Each team with 2 hits. Mason Reed, the number 8 hitter and 3rd baseman, steps in. He struck out in the 4th. And it is hit to third, Arocho to second for one to first. That's a 5-4-3 double play. But in the inning, the Bears bite back as they pick up 2 runs. We have played 3.5 innings here at Chillicothe with the score. Shawnee State 2 and Oakland City University 1. You're watching the River State Conference Baseball Championship from VA Memorial Stadium in Chillicothe, Ohio, the River State Conference Championship Network.
At Ryle, we believe your education should be personal, affordable, and full of possibilities. Here, you're part of a community that supports your success in the classroom and beyond. And now, there's even more to be a part of, with new traditions and new energy taking shape.
I want to invite you to see what's possible when you learn at a place where everyone knows your name and cares about your future. At Rio, it's all about you, your goals, your journey, and your success. And we can't wait to be a part of your story.
Back in Chillicothe, Naz Bergen was at the plate when Eric Correa was thrown out trying to steal. Ollier, man, he's pitched well too. 3 innings, 35 pitches, 3 hits, a run, an earned run, 1 strikeout, 1 walk, 12 batters faced. Bergen from Curacao hits that one. They were playing him deep. Well, the second baseman partner was playing short right. Throws to Austin. 4-3 on the out, first out of the fourth of Jake Winsenreed, who is 1 for 1 on the game, steps in. Each team has 2 base hits. Strike, 0-1. No balls and 1 strike. Winsenreed is senior from McCordsville, Indiana. Transfer out of USI, Southern Indiana, and played at Lawrence North High School. It is 1 ball and 1 strike, 1 out. Swing and a miss, 1-2. 1-2. Is the count. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Ollier with his second strikeout. 2 outs in the 4th inning. And Oliver Hamilton, who is 0 for 1, will take a crack now. Remember, Oliver take a look. Once again, Oliver had a walk-off home run at a 5-4 win against Marion. Did he go around? No, he didn't. That's a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. Back up the middle. That's hit to second. And that will be 4-3 on the out. Parnan to Austin. And the Oaks go 1-2-3 in the 4th. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on base. We played 4. And it's Shawnee State 2 and Oakland City University 1. You're watching the River State Conference Baseball Championships at the VA Memorial Stadium in Chillicothe, Ohio, on the River State Conference Championship Network.
Fueled by a passion for sports, dreaming of turning it into a career, Midway University has the playbook to help you achieve that dream, and our online programs are a key part of that winning formula. Whether coaching, managing events, overseeing venues, or excelling in marketing, Midway offers several degree programs to help you score big in the sports industry. Enroll now and kickstart your journey to an exciting career in sports. Find out more at midway.edu/winning.
It all began in 1937. A vision to start something different, something better. A college athletics association where competition wasn't just about the scoreboard, but about character, growth, and rising together. From that first tip-off, the NAIA has grown in size and in spirit, in the way we play, the way we lead. Make athletics greater than a game.
This is college athletics the way it was meant to be. This is the right way to play.
Back at Chillicothe, 2-1 ball game, 9-1-2 for Shawnee State. It's Nolan Austin back to Eli Jones and Zach Gaspar. Dickie Gonzalez, 4 innings, 73 pitches, 2 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned runs, 3 strikeouts, 4 walks, and 17 batters faced. A 2-run fourth gave Shawnee State the lead. That's where we're at 2-1. Nolan Austin, the first baseman, was hit by a pitch in his first at bat in the third. Misses inside. Nolan Austin, redshirt junior from Kamloops, British Columbia. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-1. He's a big dude. 319, 7 homers, 27 runs batted in. 1-2. Nolan Austin could be my wingman anytime. Each team with 2 hits. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Austin. Outside, Hamilton throws his body out to keep it in front of his glove. I tell you, you're a catcher and you play it as hard as Hamilton does, you're going to have some contusions and abrasions. And he does it again, keeps it in front of him. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Three and 2. And that is ball 4, and Austin starts off the inning with a walk. That is the 5th walk of the ball game for Gonzalez, and that puts the Bears back up to the top of their lineup as Jones walked to the first, struck out of the third. Strike. No balls and 1 strike. Oh, 1. Very close, but a little bit low. 1-1. Eli Jones at 4:06. Strike. And the worst thing about Jones is you get him to first, there's a good chance he's going to end up at second. Good speed and a good base runner, good base stealer. Dumped into left. Holds up for Bryce Humphrey. First out of the inning. Zach Gasper steps in into a 1-6-3 double play of the first and walked in the third. Gasper, a grad student of Strongsville, Ohio. Hits that one into left. Humphrey goes back, gets under it, and makes the play. Well, after an opening walk, 2 consecutive outs to Humphrey as Gasper is retired, and that brings up the beast. Diego Mendoza. Gonzalez has held him to 0 for 2. But 385 the average, 69 hits, 179 at bats, 31 runs scored, 13 home runs, and 66 runs batted in. Strike on the outside corner. It is 0-1. The pitch. Low. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1 the count. First time these two teams played, Shawnee State beat Oakland City 9-1. And it's so far a little bit closer tonight. It's 2-1. A 2-1 ball game, with the winner getting the ticket punched to the NAIA National Tournament. That is fouled, and it's 2-2. So your proverbial deuces wild, 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs to the man, Diego Mendoza. Gonzalez the stretch. That's hit to Gaines. Fires the ball to Winsenreed. And after an opening walk, Gonzalez gets him 3 up, 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors. 1 left on base. 4.5 played with this score. Shawnee State 2 and Oakland City University 1. You're watching the River State Conference Baseball Championships from the VA Memorial Stadium in Chillicothe, Ohio, on the River State Conference Championship Network.
Is like a family. It's really a relaxed atmosphere for being on a college campus.
I just fell right in love with the campus. Everybody was so welcoming and so kind. You get the type of attention that you need. It's very easy to make friends.
A very affordable university for me. I'm debt-free once I graduate, and that makes me a lot more excited about my future.
At Ryle, we believe your education should be personal, affordable, and full of possibilities. Here, you're part of a community that supports your success in the classroom and beyond. And now, there's even more to be a part of, with new traditions and new energy taking shape.
I want to invite you to see what's possible when you learn at a place where everyone knows your name and cares about your future. At Rio, it's all about you, your goals, your journey, and your success. And we can't wait to be a part of your story.
That is Aldier, the Shawnee State pitcher. 4 innings, 42 pitches, 3 hits, a run, an earned run, 2 strikeouts, 1 walk, and 15 batters faced, but nothing for the Oaks since the first inning when Simon Gaines scored the only run for the Oaks. 7, 8, and 9. Marcus Orocho, Bryce Humphrey, and Mason Simon up for the Oaks here in the bottom half of the 5th, with the Oaks down by a run. Strike, it is 0-1. Arecibo, Puerto Rico's finest. He is a junior. Misses outside with a fastball. Orocho at 281 with 6 homers and 43 runs batted in. And the dirt and the turf, I've had to change that. I've done it a long time, but you got the field turf, so it's not in the dirt anymore. It's in the turf. 2-1. 2 balls and 1 strike. That's high, 3-1. Wind is non-existent, which is a good thing. It's another chilly day here in central Ohio. 3 balls and 1 strike. A strike, and it's a full count to Arocho. Marcos rips that one straight back, and it's 3-2. Two Titans going at it here tonight. The winner of this will play Indiana University Southeast 11 a.m. tomorrow in the championship. That's ball 4, and the speedy Arocho will go to first base. So Arocho is on at first. And Bryce Humphrey will step in. That is the first walk of the ball game by Ollier. Bryce Humphrey struck out of the second as 0 for 1. Bryce, a senior from Evansville Mater Dei, as he hits that one, that's foul, down the third base line. Humphrey from Evansville Mater Dei, Wabash Valley College, and McKendree University. Bryce, second on the team in hitting at .346. 27 hits, 78 at bats, 27 runs scored, 3 homers, 26 runs batted in. He's also not a bad pitcher. It's right around the bunt, and it's fouled straight back. Mason Simon, the second baseman, is on deck. An overcast Friday night. Here's the 2-strike pitch. Down the left field line. That's a fair ball. Arocho comes around third for the tying run, and the Oaks have tied it. Bryce Humphrey with a double as he brings the speedy Marcus Arocho all the way around. And this puppy is tied up at 2. What a ball game we have. So Humphrey's at second, and that'll bring up Mason Simon, who is 0 for 1. Take a look at this. That thing is roped down the left field line, and the left fielder Amos had to chase it, lost it just a minute, and that was enough for Arocho to score. And a base hit could give the Oaks the lead back as he squares around to bunt, and that is a strike. Mason Simon, a senior out of Evansville Central High School. That is it goes foul. Simon hitting at .138, but he has started multiple games in multiple places over his career at Oakland City University. And you practiced that bunt right down the line, and that was close. He went a long way down the third base line. As Andy Lashley's going to have a few words with Mason. Nobody out. The walks will get you as Marcus Arocho cajoled a walk, and Bryce Humphrey doubled him mid. That's the third base hit of the ball game for Oakland City University. That is hit foul down the first base line. It's 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes. Two good pitchers in this game. All your 4 innings, 52 pitches, 4 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned, 2 strikeouts, 2 walks, 17 batters faced. Check swing. And that's all for Simon for the first out. Third strikeout of the ball game for Allier. Back up to the top of the order, and Simon Gaines. Simon scored the first run of the ball game as he doubled into left field, went to third on a wild pitch, and scored on a Winsenreed knock. Swing and a miss. Simon Gaines, Orleans, Indiana, also Wabash Valley College. Simon at .315 with 7 homers and 35 runs batted in. Strike on the inside corner. One gone. It's 2-2, and the Oaks are trying to break the tie here in the home half of the 5th. Just misses. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Charlie Hoffman on deck. Outside, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Humphrey got pretty good speed at second base, and he's got a fair lead off second right now. And he's doing some dancing. That's hit down the right field line. That's foul. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Both these teams playing their second game of today. Shawnee State losing to Indiana University Southeast 11-1. And a run rule 7-inning game. Oakland City University beat Brescia 11-1. And a run rule 8-inning game. And that's going to get away from the catcher. And Bryce Humphrey's going to motor into third. I'm going to say that's probably a pass ball. It's hard for me to believe Diego Mendoza makes a mistake in anything. He's one of the best overall players I have seen. Andy Lasher talking with Bryce Humphrey at third base. 3-2 with 1 out. And ring him up. Back-to-back strikeouts. It's up to Charlie Hoffman. He is 0 for 2, the River State Conference Freshman of the Year out of Evansville Modern Day High School. You see the strikeout there. It's close. Swing and a miss. Charlie Hoffman hitting at .395. 53 hits, 129 at bats, 38 runs scored, 2 homers and 22 runs batted in. Foul down the third base side. No balls and 2 strikes. High, and it's 1-2. This place is electric tonight. The stretch And the 1-2. That's hit into left center. And the left fielder, Amos, will make that play. Man, we got a good one going on here. But the Mighty Oaks tie it up in the bottom half of the 5th inning. As Humphrey brings home Marcus Orocho. We have played 5. We're tied at 2. You are watching the River State Conference Baseball Championship at VA Memorial Stadium in Chillicothe, Ohio on the River State Conference Championship Network. Dinky Gonzalez back on the bump. 5 innings, 89 pitches, 2 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned runs, 3 strikeouts, 5 walks, 21 batters faced. 4, 5, and 6 Bison Arthur at the plate for Shawnee State. That is low. That evens the count at a ball and a strike. Arthur struck out of the second and bounced out Simon to Winsenreed, second to first in the 4th. Blowing outside, 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. That just misses. Bison Arthur, junior out of Westerville, Ohio. 3 balls and 1 strike. Top half of the 6th. This is a battle. A war, as time is called. As Arthur takes care of some equipment, gets situated up. You see he's retaping that shin guard. As it's 3 balls and 1 strike. That's ball 4. And another walk for Gonzalez. 6 walks for Gonzalez. Jack Amos bounced out to Winsenreed unassisted in the 2nd and walked and scored in the 7th. He was knocked home by Drake. And that is a strike. No balls and 1 strike. And that is hit down the right field line. That's a base hit. Correa goes and gets it, and runners at 2nd and 3rd with nobody out for the Bears. Amos at 2nd. Bison Arthur is at 3rd base in this 2-2 ball game. So whatever he did with the shin guard must have worked there. That's going to bring Andy Lasher out to talk to Gonzalez. He's given him 5+ good innings. Normally came out of the pen this year. 3-1. This is only his 2nd start of the year. but he has kept the Mighty Oaks in it, as has Allier kept Shawnee State in it tonight. It is 2-2, but the Bears threatening to take the lead here in the top half of the sixth. As you see Andy Lasher talking to the entire infield. Now these are some big batters coming up for the Bears. Jace Parnett is up next, 1 for 2. He knocked home Amos in the fourth and scored himself with a Larry Drake hit. Parnett, a senior from Fort Wayne, Indiana. Parnett at 387. 10 homers, 44 runs batted in, and that's a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. That is low, and it's 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. A strike, making it 2-1. Each team with 3 hits. Each team with 2 runs. Caught by the shortstop, throw to second base, and there's 2 gone. That is a 6-3 double play. Pardon me, that is a 6-3 out as Arthur scores from third base. And it's 3-2 Shawnee State. That is a strike. Larry Drake. So the lead back to the Bears at 3-2. Into center field. Nasbergen gets it, but that's going to make it 4-2. That was hit deep enough. So another 2-run inning for Shawnee State, and their lead is up to 4-2. Mason Reed comes up. Reed, a right-handed batter, struck out in the third, ended into a 5-4-3 double play to end the fourth. Strike on the inside corner. It is 0-1. Wide on the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. It is 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes. The 0-2. Foul down the third baseline. Gonzalez at 102 pitches. Here's the 0-2. That's into left field, and that's a base hit. Had a runner at first base with Nolan Austin coming up. was hit by a pitch in the third and walked in the fifth. Strike on the inside corner. Austin, a redshirt junior from Kamloops, British Columbia. Inside. Austin, 319, 7 homers, 27 runs. Batted in. This is a Shawnee State team that hits at 325. A strike. It's 1-2. 1 ball and 2 strikes. In the air. Foul territory. Correa goes into the bullpen and makes the catch. But another 2-run inning for Shawnee State in the 6th. And they take a 4-2 lead. You are watching the River State Conference Baseball Championship from VA Memorial Stadium in Chillicothe, Ohio on the River State's Conference Championship Network.
At Ryle, we believe your education should be personal, affordable, and full of possibilities. Here, you're part of a community that supports your success in the classroom and beyond. And now, there's even more to be a part of, with new traditions and new energy taking shape.
I want to invite you to see what's possible when you learn at a place where everyone knows your name and cares about your future. At Rio, it's all about you, your goals, your journey, and your success. And we can't wait to be a part of your story.
Back in Chillicothe, Ohio, and as you can well see, an overcast Friday night. 4-2, Shawnee State with the advantage. It's 3-4-5 for Oakland City. The right fielder, Eric Correa, the center fielder, Naz Bergen, and the first baseman, Jake Winsenreed. Correa popped out to the shortstop, Larry Drake, in the first and ended the third with a fielder's choice. That is a strike. Also made a nice play to end the inning defensively. Correa, a junior out of St. Cloud, Florida. That's outside. Correa, 331 with 7 homers and 41 runs batted in. Time called. And a ball coming out of the Shawnee State bullpen. They got work going on in the pen right now, as you can see right there. That looks like, thought I saw it, that would be Bison Arthur. It looked like it was in the pen. Two balls and a strike. One of those that I'm certainly, and I've said this, is glad I took my blood pressure before this one. This is a cooker tonight. A strike. Two and two. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ollier at 67 pitches. Did he go around? He did not. It's 3 and 2. Oaks looking for a base runner. Here's the 3-2, and that is ball 4. So Correa is on base. Third walk of the ball game for Allier. And the tying run comes to the plate in Naz Bergen. Single season home run record 16 this year for Oakland City University. The young man from Kurosawa, left-handed batter. Low 1 ball and no strikes. Strike on the outside corner. Bergen hitting at 280. 16 home runs, 43 runs batted in, 44 hits, 157 at bats, and 30 runs scored. That's a wild pitch, and that's going to get Correa to second. So the runner now in scoring position for Oakland City. Wins and Reed on deck. High 3-1. 3 balls and 1 strike. A wide one would make him first and second and put the tying run on at first. That is hit into right field. And an over-the-shoulder catch made by the shortstop, Larry Drake. That was a nice play. And that's the first out of the inning, as Correa will have to stay at second base as Wins and Reed, 1 for 2, will step up. Wins and Reed, a senior from McCordsville, Indiana. 328, 4 homers, 25 runs batted in. Swing and a miss, man. He was taking a swing to tie the game up right there. No balls and 1 strike. Oliver Hamilton on deck for the Oaks. Looks the runner back. Home half of inning number 6. 1 on and 1 out. Swing and a miss. Nice pitch by Allier. 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes. And the turf, 1-2. 1 ball and 2 strikes. This has been a pretty electric tournament all the way around. Inside 2-2. A big thank you to the Chillicothe Paints, who always facilitate the conference very, very well. To Chillicothe Tourism for everything they do for this tournament. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 outs. Five strikeouts. We look at this, that's one that's pretty daggone hard to hit. 5 strikeouts for Aldier. Trevor Aldier, a junior, pitching a heck of a ball game for the Bears tonight. A little bit high. 1 ball, no strikes. As I said earlier, a tight strike zone. But it is a fair. It's been the same strike zone for everybody. You know that, you adjust. Fights that one off to first base. And just getting there in time is Nolan Austin. And the Oak Strand Correa at second base. No runs, no hits, no errors. 1 left. 6 in the books. And day 3, game 3, a ticket to the NAIA baseball tournament on the line. 4-2 the score. Shawnee State, you're watching the River State Conference Championship from VA Memorial Stadium in Chillicothe, Ohio, on the River State Conference Championship Network.
Fueled by a passion for sports, dreaming of turning it into a career, Midway University has the playbook to help you achieve that dream, and our online programs are a key part of that winning formula. Whether coaching, managing events, overseeing venues, or excelling in marketing, Midway offers several degree programs to help you score big in the sports industry. Enroll now and kickstart your journey to an exciting career in sports. Find out more at midway.edu/winning.
It all began in 1937. A vision to start something different, something better. A college athletics association where competition wasn't just about the scoreboard, but about character, growth, and rising together. From that first tip-off, the NAIA has grown in size and in spirit. In the way we play, the way we lead. Make athletics greater than a game.
This is college athletics the way it was meant to be. This is the right way to play.
Back in Chillicothe, and that is Gonzalez still on the bump. 6 innings, 109 pitches, 4 hits, 4 runs, all of them earned, 3 strikeouts, 6 walks, and 27 batters faced as Eli Jones, the top of the order, will start things off in the top half of the 7th for the Bears. Indiana University Southeast awaits the winner of this game for the championship at 11 tomorrow morning. A strike by Gonzalez on the inside part of the plate. Jones walked in the first, struck out in the third, flew out to Humphrey in the 7th. That's going to be an infield base hit. So the speedy Eli Jones is on at first base to start the 7th. Zach Gasper steps in, hit into a double play of the first, walked in the third, and flew out to Bryce Humphrey in left field in the 5th. 1 on, nobody out. And the old saying goes from Yogi Berra, it gets late early, and you're in the 7th. That's 9 outs left. Good bunt. Dickey will field and fire. And the out is recorded at first base. 1-3. Eli Jones moves to second. And that brings up the man, Diego Mendoza. 5 hits in the ball game now for Shawnee State to 3 for Oakland City. Mendoza is 0 for 3. That's hit to Arocho. And he'll fire to first, and he'll also hold Eli Jones at second. So 2 outs in the 7th. Bison Arthur steps in, struck out in the 2nd, bounced out second to first. In the 3rd, that being Simon to Winsenreed. and walked and scored in the 6th, where the Bears picked up a couple of runs. That is hit to Simon, and he throws it to first, and after the opening base hit, Gonzalez got down to business. And it's no runs, no hits, no errors. One left on base. 6.5 in the books with the score. Shawnee State 4 and Oakland City University 2. Winner of this game goes to the NAIA National Tournament. You're watching the River State Conference Championship from VA Memorial Stadium in Chillicothe, Ohio on the River State Conference Championship Network.
Is like a family. It's really a relaxed atmosphere for being on a college campus.
I just fell right in love with the campus. Everybody was so welcoming and so kind. You get the type of attention that you need. It's very easy to make friends.
A very affordable university for me. I'm debt-free once I graduate, and that makes me a lot more excited about my future.
At Ryle, we believe your education should be personal, affordable, and full of possibilities. Here, you're part of a community that supports your success in the classroom and beyond. And now, there's even more to be a part of, with new traditions and new energy taking shape.
I want to invite you to see what's possible when you learn at a place where everyone knows your name and cares about your future. At Rio, it's all about you, your goals, your journey, and your success. And we can't wait to be a part of your story.
Trevor Ollier, he ain't done bad out there tonight. 6 innings, 85 pitches, 4 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned. 5 strikeouts, 3 walks, and 24 batters faced. Both starters still in the ball game, and we're in the home half of the 7th. Bottom part of the order for the Oaks, Marcus Orocho, the third baseman from Arecibo, Puerto Rico, will step in. Reached base 1 or 2 times and scored the run in the 5th that tied the ball game up. But then, of course, Shawnee State put up a couple of more. That's high. 1 ball and no strikes. 5 hits for the Bears, 3 for the Mighty Oaks. It's 4-2 Shawnee State lead. That's a little outside. Bob Euchre would say a little outside. That one going back to the backstop. Orocho, Bryce Humphrey, and Mason Simon up here in the 7th. That is a strike. 2 balls and 1 strike. That is hit into foul territory and out of play. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Game at the 1 hour and 45 minute mark now. Ring him up. Strike 3. 6 of them now for Aldier. Bryce Humphrey struck out of the 2nd, doubled in the 5th. That is outside, 1 ball and no strikes. Blowing outside, 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. That just misses. 3 balls and no strikes to Humphrey. The stretch and the 3-0 pitch. A strike, the old automatic. 3-1. That is ball 4. So Humphrey is on at first. So the tying run will come to the plate. That's the 4th walk of the ball game for Ollier. 1 on. That brings the tying run to the plate. And Mason Simon, the senior out of Evansville Central High School. Getting the start at second, Dickie Gonzalez. Yeah. You look there, and that's a strike. Getting the start at second with Dickie Gonzalez going to the bump tonight. Usually Gonzalez normally used out of the pen, but the starter tonight. Ollier the stretch in the 0-1. Fouls it straight back. No balls and 2 strikes, 1 out. Simon Gaines on deck for Oakland City. Snap throw back to first base, a little bit high. And Austin pulled it down. And Humphrey got back in. Into center field. What a catch. What a catch. Eli Jones taking a base hit away from Mason Simon. 2 outs in the 7th. Back up to the top of the order, and Simon Gaines. A runner at first base in Bryce Humphrey. And you look at that catch. That's as good as anything you're going to see in the majors there, as he came in and got that at the shoe tops. Playing Gaines deep and straight away. A strike. Simon Gaines from Orleans, Indiana, and out of Wabash Valley College. He is a sophomore. That's high. Simon Gaines at .315. 7 homers, 35 runs batted in, 56 hits, 178 at bats, and 47 runs scored. Low, 2-1. 2 balls and 1 strike. Charlie Hoffman on deck. 2 outs in the 7th. And that is popped up. First baseman Nolan Austin corrals that one. And that is all for the Oaks in the 7th. No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left. 7 complete here in Chillicothe with the score. Shawnee State 4, Oakland City University 2. You're watching the River State Conference Baseball Championship at VA Memorial Stadium in Chillicothe, Ohio, on the River States Conference Championship Network.
At Oakland City University, baseball isn't just a game, it's a tradition. Built on grit, determination, and a relentless drive to win, this is where hard work meets opportunity and teammates become family. Compete at a high level while earning your degree and building your future. If you're ready to compete, to grow, and to leave your mark, Come join OCU and the many athletes who have built their legacies here.
Your future isn't just something you plan, it's something you build. Get a real Indiana University degree at a smart price. Choose from career-ready programs and gain real-world experience right here at home. Indiana University Southeast, the smart choice for a strong future.
Back in Chillicothe, and we're rolling into the top of the 8, 5, 6, and 7 for Shawnee State. Jack Amos, the left fielder. Jace Pardo, the second baseman, and Larry Drake, the shortstop. And both the starters are still going at it. You see Dickie Gonzalez, he's given his heart tonight. 7 innings, 114 pitches, 5 hits, 4 runs, 4 earned, 3 strikeouts, 6 walks, 31 batters faced. As Amos, actually been on base 2 or 3 times, steps in, and that's a strike. Bounced out to Winsenreed unassisted in the second, walked and scored. Was knocked in by Parnan in the 4th, and a double in the 6th. 1 ball and 1 strike. The wind and the pitch. That's a ball. 2 balls and 1 strike. A strike, 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Foul ball down the first base side. 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ring him up. Strike 3. 4th strikeout for Dickie Gonzalez.
Second baseman number 9, Jace Parnan.
As Parnan steps up, the second baseman flew out to Eric Correa in right of the second, got a base hit, knocked a run in, and scored in the 4th, and bounced out, bringing a run in, that being Bison Arthur in the 6th. Fouled out of play. No balls and 1 strike. Misses outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. That's a strike. 1-2. 3 days, 9 games. The crew here from the River State Conference has put together an excellent tournament. That misses outside, but I can tell you what, all of the people up in the box that have been associated with putting this tournament on are going to sleep well tonight. I know I did last night. That is hit in the air. Naz Bergen comes in and makes the play. 2 out in the 8th inning. That's going to bring up Larry Drake. He had a pretty good day at the plate. Walked in the 3rd. Had an RBI base hit in the 4th. And had a sac fly and a ribby in the 6th inning. Hits that back up the middle, and that's going to be a base hit as Bergen will pick it up. So a 2-out base hit for Drake. Continues his good night. He's had a productive at-bat in each of his times at the plate tonight. As Mason Reed, the third baseman and number 8 hitter, is up. Struck out in the third, ended the fourth with a 5-4-3 double play and a base hit in the sixth. And that is fouled. No balls and one strike. Mason Reed, a senior from Simi Valley, California. .233 with 4 homers and 22 runs batted in. That's foul. Now, when this tournament started, there were 6 teams, the top 6 teams in the league making the tournament. When the second day started, we lost a couple of them. And after this game, it will be down to but 2. That's inside, 1 and 2. Shawnee State or Oakland City University. IUS wins that first game at 11 tomorrow. The tournament is over. And that is left center, and Bergen takes it. And that is all for Shawnee State on the 8th. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left on base. 7.5 played here with the score Shawnee State 4 and Oakland City University 2. You are watching the River States Conference Baseball Championship from VA Memorial Stadium in Chillicothe, Ohio, on the River State Conference Championship Network. New pitcher as Ollier's night is over. Jace Parnan. Jace Parnan, the senior from Fort Wayne, Indiana, will come in from second base. He is 4-1, a 3.79 ERA, 10th appearance, 19 innings, 18 hits, 10 runs, 8 earned, struck out 17, walked 8, 2 doubles, no triples, 2 homers, and 63 at-bats. They're hitting .286 against him with 1 wild pitch and 4 hit batters. Wyatt Hopp in at second base to replace Parnan. It is 1 ball and no strikes to Charlie Hoffman, the freshman. 6 outs left for the Oaks. And that is swung on and missed. It is 1 and 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The freshman of the year of the River States Conference. Swing and a miss, strike 3. They'll have to throw to first, and they do. First strikeout for Parnan. Correa, the right fielder, up now as we'll look at this last strikeout pitch. Kind of a tough one to deal with there. As there's 1 gone in the home half of the 8th, Eric Correa up, and that's high. 1 ball and no strikes. The Bears have out-hit the Mighty Oaks 6-3 and are up 4-2 here in the home half of the 8th. Foul straight back. 1 ball and 1 strike. Tell you what, this is a good value for your entertainment dollar to come to this thing. That's foul back. My 4th year being associated with the championship broadcast, and very blessed to be able to do so this year again. Levi and I together for the 2nd year, and Levi has made this thing run as smooth can be. I've had a lot of people say they've enjoyed the slickness of the broadcast. And that is going to be corralled by the first baseman, Austin. Throws it to Parnan. And there's 2 down. 3-1 on the out. And leaves it up to Naz Bergen. Bergen, love the fact I got to meet his family today. Nice folks. We're going to look at this one again. That's a good play by Austin. Corrals himself, steadies himself, and gets it away quick enough to get Correa. No balls and 1 strike. The count to Bergen. Walked to the first, bounced out second to first in the 4th, and popped out to Drake at shortstop in the 6th. As that is hit into right center field, and Naz has a base hit. The 4th base hit of the game for Oakland City University, and that puts the tying run at the plate in Jake Winsenreed. Two outs, 1 on. The first baseman, Winsenreed, a senior from McCordsville, Indiana. There's a strike. 1-1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Oliver Hamilton is on deck. Swing and a miss. 1-2. 1 ball and 2 strikes. That's low and outside. 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ring him up. Called 3rd strike. Winsenreed is out, and that is the inning. 2 strikeouts for Parnan in the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no error, 1 left as we see that just catches the corner. We have played 8. The 9th is on the way. It is Shawnee State 4 and Oakland City University 2. You are watching the River State Conference Baseball Championship from VA Memorial Stadium in Chillicothe, Ohio, on the River States Conference Championship Network.
At Ryle, we believe your education should be personal, affordable, and full of possibilities. Here, you're part of a community that supports your success in the classroom and beyond. And now, there's even more to be a part of, with new traditions and new energy taking shape.
I want to invite you to see what's possible when you learn at a place where everyone knows your name and cares about your future. At Rio, it's all about you, your goals, your journey, and your success, and we can't wait to be a part of your story.
A new pitcher, well, who you see right there is number 15, Matt Lighthall, a senior right-handed pitcher from Littleton, Colorado, Arapahoe Community College, South Mountain Community College, and the University of Southern Indiana. As Gonzalez did his job, we'll get to that stat in a little bit. Lighthall 5-2 with a 6.46 ERA. His 11th appearance, he has started the other 10. 46 innings, 45 hits, 35 runs, 33 earned runs. Struck out 44, walked 25. 9 doubles, 1 triple, 5 homer, 168 at bats. Opposition hitting .268 against him with 8 wild pitches and 8 hit batters. Gonzalez right now would be the losing pitcher. And man, he gave his heart out there. 8 innings, 130 pitches, 6 hits, 4 runs, 4 earned runs, 4 strikeouts, 6 walks, and 35 batters faced. And Lighthall, of course, wants to hold it where it is. The winner of this game will get their ticket punched to the NAIA National Championship Tournament. That's low. Indiana University Southeast, a winner of the regular season title, took that from Oakland City in the last week of the regular season. But winning this game, whoever wins this game will get the NAIA tournament berth. And whoever loses it could get an at-large berth, but it would be real iffy. That's hit to third, and Arocho fires to first in time. There is 1 gone in the Shawnee State 9th inning. 5-3 on the out for Nolan Austin. Eli Jones walked in the first, struck out in the third, flew out to left field, and Bryce Humphrey in the 5th. And a base hit in the 7th. Up again in the 9th. Strike. No balls and 1 strike. 4 runs, 6 hits, no errors for Shawnee State. 2 runs, 4 hits, no errors for Oakland City. That's a strike, and it's 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes. Wide of the 0-2 pitch. That is low. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1-2. Oakland City will have 6, 7, and 8 coming up. And that is going to be dumped into left, a base hit in front of Humphrey. So Jones is on base again. 7th hit of the ball game for the Bears. Zach Gaspar hit a 1-6-3 double play in the first, walked in the third, flew out to Humphrey in left field in the 5th, and bounced out Gonzalez to Winsenreed, pitcher to first in the 7th. High and outside, 1 ball, no strikes. 130 pitches for Gonzalez tonight. Dickey pitched his heart out. You know what? This is one of those games that's a shame somebody's got to lose. You got 2 powerful programs. River State Conference baseball is pretty tough. 2-0 to Gaspar. Swing and a miss, and that's 2-1. 2 balls and 1 strike. Inside, 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike. Championship tomorrow, the winner here versus Indiana University Southeast. That's ball 4. As Gaspar is on at first base, Lighthouse's first walk. Going to second base is Eli Jones, and we're going to have a conference on the bump. Andy Lasher taking a slow walk out. The infield is there. See the infield in, and Hamilton giving the pitcher encouragement. As Matt Lighthall, the senior right-hander from Littleton, Colorado, has pitched well for the Oaks this year. Hamilton has a few more words with his pitcher, with his fellow senior. And on top of that, you got Mendoza at the plate. River State Conference Player of the Year. Somehow they've got him 0 for 4. That's outside, 1 ball and no strikes. But he does it all. He's got power. He's quick. He plays the catcher position well. 385, 13 homers, 66 runs batted in. That gets away from Hamilton. And players, Eli Jones goes to third. And going to second is Gaspar. A base hit could plate a couple. It's 4-2 now. And it's a heck of a lot easier to come back from 4-2 than it is 6-2. And they're going to walk Mendoza to put a force at any base, and also to stop him from hitting a 3-run homer. Bison Arthur, not chopped liver. Brady Sauer is the pinch runner at first base for Mendoza. And Arthur will step in. 1 for 4, a run scored and an RBI on the night. 326, 7 homers, 44 runs batted in. And that is a strike. 1 gone. Infield playing at regular depth except for Winsen Reed at first, who's in a step. As that misses, it's a ball and a strike. 1-1 the count. Look at beautiful stadium here tonight. Home of the Chillicothe Paints of the Prospect League. Low and outside. Another life years ago. I was the radio voice of another Prospect League team, the DuBois County Bombers, and the DuBois County Dragons before that. Strike on the inside corner. Anyway, it's good baseball. And they draw well, and the Paints have won multiple championships here. The stretch and the 2-2. Just getting a piece of it. Matt Lighthall, the second pitcher of the night for the Oaks. Both starters went a long way. Gonzalez went 8 for Oakland City. Allier went 7 for Shawnee State. The pitch. Hamilton, another good stop. 3-2. Another picturesque scene. That's what everybody looks at when they're here. It's a nice way to spend an evening. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Time called. Watch Wyatt hopped at the plate. Hopped at the plate for Arthur. He came in when Parnan moved to pitch. He's now playing without a DH. And that is strike 3. And that's Hopped, who will take a seat. A strikeout. That is the first strikeout for Matt Lighthall, and will bring Jack Amos to the plate. Bases are loaded with 2 outs. Swing and a miss. No balls and 1 strike. 0-1 the count. Just misses low and evens the count at a ball and a strike. Top of the 9th with 2 outs. Oakland City will have Oliver Hamilton, Marcus Arocho, and Bryce Humphrey coming up at the bottom of the inning. Outside, 2 balls and 1 strike. And we'll see if there's a little more magic in this tournament. We've had some excellent games. This has been an excellent game. The bases are loaded. Oh, that just misses. 3-1. 3 balls and 1 strike. Everybody here still pretty much blanket covered. That is ball 4, and it's 5-2. Second walk in the contest for Matt Lighthall. He is at first. Sauer running for Mendoza is at second. Gaspar is at third, and Eli Jones will score, and it's 5-2. And the pitcher Parnan will come to the plate. That is low. 1 ball and no strikes. Still a bear at every base. Swing and a miss by Parnan. Parnan flew out to right field in Correa in the second, got a base hit, knocked a run in, and scored on the 4th. Hit into a ground out that brought a run in the 5th. Struck out in the 8th. Flew out to center in the 8th to Bergen, and up again in the 9th. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1-2. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Just missed. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Three and two now. Hamilton kept that in front of him. He's done that a bunch of times tonight. One of the hardest working catches around. He'll keep that ball in front of him. Base is full. Payoff pitch is on the way. And that is going to be fouled. Runners were on the move. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Jace Parnan, a senior from Fort Wayne, Indiana. That is hit into right field, and that's a base hit. And a couple of runs are going to score. That's going to make it a little bit harder as Parnan gets a huge base hit here in the top half of the ninth. And it is now a 7-2 ball game, a 3-run ninth inning for the Bears. As Gasper will score from third base. Scoring from second base is Sauer running for Mendoza. And going to third base is Jack Amos. So first and third, Larry Drake was shortstop. A strike on the inside corner, and it is no balls and 1 strike. 7-2 Shawnee State. The stretch, the pitch to the shortstop. Snap throw back, it's close. That was very close, and Parnan just got back in. 1-1 the count. Let's look again. That snap throw back. The sweep tag just missing by Winsenreed. That is hit into right field into foul territory, and that's out of play. 1-2. Oaks trying to get that final out and see if they got some bottom of the ninth magic, but the Bears look pretty good right now. And it's the final year, of course, for Shawnee State in the NAIA. They moved to NCAA Division II. That goes to Simon, who steps on the bag. You know, that's Gonzalez in there now. And that is the inning. But a big inning, as it is a 3-run inning for Shawnee State. 8.5 of the books with the score Shawnee State 7 and Oakland City University 2. You're watching the River State Conference Baseball Championships from VA Memorial Stadium in Chillicothe, Ohio, the River State Conference Championship Network.
Fueled by a passion for sports, dreaming of turning it into a career, Midway University has the playbook to help you achieve that dream, and our online programs are a key part of that winning formula. Whether coaching, managing events, overseeing venues, or excelling in marketing, Midway offers several degree programs to help you score big in the sports industry. Enroll now and kickstart your journey to an exciting career in sports. Find out more at midway.edu/winning.
It all began in 1937. A vision to start something different, something better. A college athletics association where competition wasn't just about the scoreboard, but about character, growth, and rising together. From that first tip-off, the NAIA has grown in size and in spirit. In the way we play, the way we lead. Make athletics greater than a game.
This is college athletics the way it was meant to be. This is the right way to play.
6, 7, and 8. Oliver Hamilton up for Oakland City University. He's 0 for 3. Outside, 1 ball and no strikes. The young man is a role model. Tell you what, a lot of these players on both teams are. Great advertisement for collegiate sports. Right down Main Street for a strike. Parnan, the pitcher, in his second inning. And that is hit to third. Throw to first is in time. Mason Reed to Nolan Austin, and there's 1 gone in the Oakland City University ninth. Marcus Orocho popped out to second base in the second, walked and scored in the 5th, and struck out in the 7th. Did he go around? He did. 1 strike to a roadshow. That's high, 1 ball and 1 strike. Well, Oaks need 5 runs to keep the game going and 6 runs for a walk-off. Fouled, and it's 1-2. Oakland City 38-12 coming in. Shawnee State 31-16. That is hit back. Parnan knocks it down and flips it in time. Parnan's pretty athletic. 1-3, and it's down to Bryce Humphrey for Oakland City University. And we'll see if it's Shawnee State in the championship tomorrow. And the play here, that is ripped back, gets it with his bare hand and flips it, puts it in his glove, scoops it out, and flips it to first. That is a web gem play by Parnan, who plays a great second base. Bryce Humphrey steps in, struck out on the second, base hit in the 5th, and walked in the 7th. And it's 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-1. Swing and a miss. And the Mighty Oaks are down to their final strike. Could get an NAIA bid. It's possible, but it sure as heck isn't a given. So it could be their last strike. That is hit foul down the third baseline. But what a season it's been for both these teams. Shawnee State certainly will be leaving the NAIA with a good taste in their mouth. They have had a great season. They brought a pretty good crowd. They're the closest team to Chillicothe, the closest River State Conference team. Misses low and outside, 2-2. Deuce is wild, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Yeah, those are Bear fans on their feet. That is hit deep. That's the way to end it. As that, you see the celebration. But this tournament, that has been something. Shawnee State advances. Oakland City, the final elimination team. And Shawnee State has their ticket punched to the NAIA National Tournament. Congratulations to the Bears as we look at the line score for tonight. Shawnee State, 7 runs, 8 hits, no errors. Oakland City, 2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors. The winning pitcher is Ollier. 7 innings, 132 pitches, 4 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned runs, 6 strikeouts, 4 walks, 28 batters faced. Dickie Gonzalez, the tough luck loser, went 8 innings, 130 pitches, 6 hits, 4 runs, 4 earned runs, 4 strikeouts, 6 walks, and 35 batters faced. We have 1, maybe 2 more games. It is Shawnee State playing the regular season champion Indiana University Southeast. Both these teams have their ticket punched to the NAIA tournament, but a lot of pride on the line. It is a double elimination tournament, and IU Southeast is undefeated. So if IU Southeast wins the opener tomorrow, as you see the brackets up right there, if they win the opener, they are champions. If Shawnee State is able to win that ball game, there would be a second game played at 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Levi, you have been tremendous today, and it is hard to believe that we have cranked out 9 games in 3 days, but they have been fun. and the production has been absolutely outstanding. We want to thank T. Ray Fletcher, the commissioner of the River States Conference, for allowing us to be here. And I want to thank everybody, especially the SID departments of